everyone. We are back for another episode. This is a huge episode, as we had that you guys already knew that we were going to have Noelle on here, but we also have a special guest.
I brought a friend.
Hi.
ANZIVINE, who is Noelle's sister. And I met Noelle, I think 4 years ago, right?
Yeah, definitely a while ago.
She was dating one of my good friends, and so then we became friends.
You're watching.
Oh, and with me as always, obviously, is Branson, but he's
What up?
not anymore.
Yeah, we don't really care about me. It's fine.
So yeah, Noelle and I are friends, and I haven't really met Olivia. I think we've seen each other like once, maybe at Jake's grad party, but this is
Well, honestly, no better way to meet than on Zoom, right?
exactly like I wouldn't want to shake your hand.
Wait, Ty, real quick. I remember when we used to like hang out when I would be in like Randolph a lot. You used to rap. You used to freestyle.
Ooh.
Oh, Tyler's like Eminem.
So did
He's
you.
a mad rapper.
Said you were a rapper, Noelle.
Nah, that's all you.
I kind of want to hear something now.
No, don't start. I can't.
We'll save that for the next one.
That plan, didn't you?
I actually just thought of that when you said like
Yeah,
how would
no.
we met
I
together.
mean, it's not really an on the spot. I mean, it is, but like it's not. Like I cannot rap right
Like
now.
you gotta write it and then do it.
No,
It's
I
not like a freestyle.
I just say dumb things. Like people wouldn't get it.
Noelle raps too. One time Noelle posted her rap on Twitter.
Okay, when I was in like middle school, I thought I was like good at rapping, and
She
I
wanted
made
to be the next Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea, no, not her. I made my own rap and I posted it on Twitter. Like, I am embarrassed now. Like looking back, I'm like,
It's
who
really
let
not
me do that?
embarrassing. It's the confidence level. It's all about
It's all about the
confidence.
confidence.
Well, you spit bars. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
She
sure.
still can't beat me in a rap battle, but she's
Really?
fine.
Is the real rapper?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, what's the cat's name?
This is Mia. Look, she has no tail. Like, she doesn't have a tail.
Oh, is that
Noelle got mad one day.
that-
No, I'm just kidding.
the MIA? It could
Yeah, MIA.
be like her tail is missing in action.
Oh wait, that's true.
Oh my God, wait, that's good.
I never even thought of that because now we can say that's why we named her Mia.
Yeah.
Bars. That's what I'm saying. Like it's stuff like that.
No, but yeah, actually, she's just like a special breed of cat, and like they're born without tails. It's weird.
And I did actually watch your guys' YouTube channel.
We haven't posted on YouTube in like 3
Don't
years.
base us off that.
We've grown a lot.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was funny because you brought the cat in, and in one of the YouTube videos you were talking about how you had I think Olivia used, I have a million animals.
I was like, we have like 4.
We have
but
3.
close enough.
No, we have like a million.
I think in one of
there's
our
3 cats, 2 dogs.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think in one of our what?
I said I'm not gonna lie. When I watched the YouTube video, I think Olivia said a million like 7 times about different.
Like a
No,
million times.
in the YouTube video, she was like, yeah, there's like a million planets. I was like, I think there's 8, but close enough.
There's definitely way more than 8. Like, did you hear NASA found a parallel universe or something? You think there's only 8 planets?
When you put the parallel or not the, what am I talking about? I was thinking of something else. When you put the swaggy, or who is it, Nick Young, that thing where
Yeah.
you're like what instead of 8 planets, I was like, there's way more than 8 planets.
See,
There's not. There's 8. Can I Google it?
There's 8 in like one galaxy.
Our in our like solar system, there's 8 in
Yeah, and there's like a ton of galaxies.
trillion.
There are 8 planets in our solar system.
Yeah, in our solar system. Now type in how many solar systems are there.
Our solar systems out there.
Yeah. You think that there's a whole parallel universe and aliens and UFOs, but there's 8 planets? Like, come on.
Dude, there I saw something on Google the other day or yesterday maybe that scientists had like evidence for this parallel universe, that like there's this dark matter stuff of like this parallel.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
guess
crazy.
what?
I hope I'm doing well in that one.
I just Googled how many solar systems are there, and there's like a lot. But then it says how many planets are in the Milky Way, and it says 100 billion planets.
Okay, so a million was a good estimate.
I meant our solar system though.
Listen, there's a in our galaxy, and there's like trillions of other galaxies too. Like that,
Billion, to be
yeah, like
exact.
billions.
No, I was just kidding.
Relax.
That is a good laugh. That's good.
This is good. So you guys had a YouTube channel, but not for very long. But it was
We're
kind
coming back. We're,
kind of,
making a comeback.
rebranding.
of good. That's what I like to hear, because
We took some rebranding time.
Always level up.
this
You know.
is like a comeback. Maybe announce it. Heard it here first. Breaking news, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So be ready.
Yeah, and you guys also have a big following on Instagram, both of you. How many followers do you guys have? Do you know?
I think I have like 28,000.
I think I have like 38,000.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up to her though.
No, she's not.
So you guys have a pretty good following, and you guys had a pretty good following on YouTube. You had some.
Follow us.
Yeah. What? Just say your ats real quick. Might as well.
Okay, Maya is Noelle with 3 E's and then _XO.
And then mine is O_ANZIVINE.
All right, that's easy. So I just kind of want to talk about social media for a little bit, and it's kind of crazy because I was at the dinner table the other night with my niece, and she's like in 5th grade, and she's like super young, and she's like athletic, and like she's all skin and bones, and like she's just whatever. And she was eating pasta because my nana loves to make pasta. She calls it sauce. That's what we call it when we all get together and eat pasta. And she was eating, and she didn't eat her whole plate. And my nana was like, "Why aren't you eating?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't eat too much or else I'm gonna get fat."
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah.
and it was just so like weird because like I never really, obviously for like a guy, like you don't really, I mean you do, but like not as much. And I feel like social media has kind of played like into that a little bit because like she has a phone and like she has Instagram and like TikTok and all these different things. But you know, what do you think? Do you think Instagram kind of has like an impact on all that stuff, or like do you like what's your advice for girls who like, you know, need more confidence? Like, do you have some advice?
Instagram definitely plays a huge role in that for sure. I feel like every girl has gone through
At some point in their
stage.
lives, every girl like has those thoughts and like feelings. So it's like it's sad how young your niece is and like she already is like thinking those things. But I definitely think social media doesn't help that at all.
And some advice that I would just say is like every like body types of like what's like in is always like a fad. Like
It's
one
constantly
like
changing.
this year every girl wants to be skinny, and then next year every girl wants to be thick, and then the next year every girl wants to be like fit, and then the next year every girl wants big lips, the next one like you know what I mean? Like you just have to like love yourself because
I feel like it's honestly like all about confidence. Like confidence like radiates out of people. Like when people are confident, they're like that much more beautiful, I feel like. So like it really doesn't even matter like
yeah, I feel like it comes
just
to
how
a
you
point where you
feel.
just have to forget about what like society wants you to
And
be.
an important thing to remember when it comes to Instagram especially is that when you go on there, you kind of have to take everything with like a grain of salt because oh my god, that blanket just fell by itself.
Oh my
Is the
God,
house
is
haunted? Oh, my cat's
Oh,
over there. Okay, but like half the things you see on Instagram, they're like models like editing their bodies, editing their face. Like half of that's like fake.
Making their captions whatever they want. Like
Yeah, like Instagram is pretty much people's highlight reel.
they could take the picture outside, like at their pool, and make it look like they're like in
some
Miami.
exotic
You know what I
place,
mean?
like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I follow this account. It really makes me feel better. I follow this account. It's called like Beauty False, and it shows like famous models, like the pictures they posted, like next to their actual picture, and it's like crazy because it's like okay, like that's not like that far off. Like they're normal people too. Like we're all just normal people.
Meanwhile, like younger girls, like how you said your niece, like they're like killing themselves
like,
to like try to look
themselves.
like these people who aren't even real. Like they don't like the people that look like that don't even look like that.
The Instagram type, like that's not real. Like
yeah, for sure.
But I was kind of thinking too is like because I've like seen like a basketball player and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want to be like that, but like I don't like kill myself or like I don't bring myself down because like I see that. But I feel like it's different with like the way that you look at yourself, like kind of like that with like beauty and like with just like your looks and everything like that. and I never like would have thought, like my niece would like just, you don't think like that because we're all boys, and then like she's the only girl, so like you're like, okay, whatever, like it's not even a big deal, but like maybe for her it is a big deal, like maybe it
Yeah.
is.
It definitely
That's why
is.
I also feel like sometimes like guys say things to girls like not even like knowing the effect it can have on people.
Yeah.
And like
Like, you
girls
could
just
say
think
something-
about that for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, you could say something to a girl when she's like in 6th grade, and she'll think about that when she's in college.
Like, for example, my mom tells us this story all the time. Like, I guess some boy in high school said something to my mom about her weight, and she still like thinks about it. And it's like years later, like it's just crazy how like your words like actually have an effect on people.
No, it's crazy too, like how some things like stick with you. Like there's some things that like you just can't get out of like your head or like something like that. Like it's just like you don't really think about it at the time, but then you like think back on it and you're like, wait, what? Like did that really just happen? Like why is that? Why did he do that? Or why did she do that? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also obviously a lot of positives of social media, being able to connect with your friends. And what kind of opportunities has social media brought you guys?
I feel like definitely just meeting a ton of people.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of friends that we met on Instagram or
Yeah, so many.
know from Instagram. And then that leads to like, going on a trip like that, you meet with like this girl that I would have never known, but we just became friends.
Like now
from
we talk every day.
Instagram, yeah. Or like going to visit her, like going, you know what I mean? And
it's also led to like a lot of like promos, like just like posting pictures for like companies, like different brands and stuff like that. I think both of our goal is just to like build our brand up, so like eventually we can like have a following for whatever like we want to start, you know what I mean? Like we eventually, like that's the goal, so like the followers is just kind of like to get us to where we want to be, and like have like better like advertising and promotion for what we want to do.
Right. And like that, like a lot of YouTubers like try to do YouTube. Like one example is just Danny Duncan that I know because I watch his videos, but he was like a physical trainer and he had nothing to do with like anything social media or anything like that. And then he was like training this famous person. And then he told him that he was funny, but his main, like he really wants to be in movies, but it's kind of hard to be in like big time movies or like get big time roles when you aren't known. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Also a lot of people out there. So he went on to YouTube and tried to get a following before that, so then he could like kind of build his way up and then try to get into an acting role. And I see that a lot on social media too, is like, you see these people that are posting like promotions and like doing stuff for companies, and then then all of a sudden they come out with their own thing and they do their own thing, and then their stuff gets big, and then they following, or like even like what you guys were saying with I was talking to Noelle and she was talking about the Call Her Daddy podcast and like auditioning for that. Like if you have an Instagram following like you two and try out for that, maybe you would get a little bit of an advantage over somebody who doesn't really have that kind of following already.
Yeah,
that would be cool for the Barstool.
I mean, yeah.
No.
Yeah, we need to be the next Call Her Daddy girls, but
But like that's great. Like that's a great goal to have, and it's a cool, like what they do is just like, they weren't expecting it. Like they obviously kind of where the beef was coming from with them is that, at the beginning, it happens so much is that at the beginning, they're like, oh, who are we? We're nobody. And then this is like Barstool, like, oh my gosh, like Barstool wants us to do a podcast. So we're like, yeah, we'll do it for whatever. But then they blow up and they start making a ridiculous amount of money for the company. And then they're like, where's my cut? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like actually crazy how like social media and just like putting yourself out there can like change your life. That's why sometimes when people like have like they say like their opinions on like social media, which is fine, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but like when they try to like put other people down for it, it's like, okay, like just because it's not your goals doesn't mean like it's like not someone else's, like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I definitely feel like it's important to be authentic and actually be yourself on social media, because you might not even realize how many people actually want that. Like you might think, oh, people are only going to follow me because I'm like being not me, but no, people want to follow you because of who you are. Like they don't want to follow the same girl that they're everyone else is, you know?
Like they want something like new and different.
But I feel like people like as young girls too, like they look and see these girls on Instagram and they're like, oh, I want to be that girl. Like, no, you should just be yourself and then the following will come.
Yeah, like you get
like the real people that want to support you.
And even like with like something like this, like and you don't know like the impact that you could have on somebody else too. Like you guys with that following saying like, oh, you know, be confident with yourself and, you know, be whatever. And then another girl will see you guys and be like, oh, you know, maybe you do kind of want to have a little bit of that. Like you want to be like them, but you don't want to completely like follow in their footsteps. So you guys have this following, and do you ever feel like a pressure, like a stress from it, or is it kind of just more of like a it comes and goes kind of thing?
I mean, one thing that really, after you have like a certain amount of followers, like I feel like one thing that is so annoying that I will admit that I've like definitely fallen into is when you're like at a certain number and then you lose follower. Like one day you'll just post a picture and lose like 300 followers, and then you'll be like, what? Like what's wrong? Like that is.
I will think I'm posting like the best picture and I'll post it and then I'll lose like followers and I'm like, wow, so like was it not cute?
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing is that, but then at the same time you gotta be like, okay, it just come and goes. Like I don't even know these people anyway, so like not that I don't like appreciate it, because I do, but yeah, you have to just like accept.
Oh my gosh, this again. It'll come back hopefully.
Followers, and it's fine.
And another thing I've noticed like over this like quarantine period, okay, keep coughing, it's not corona, I promise. But another thing I've noticed is that like for the past like few months I've just been like chilling, like not doing much, not going a lot of places, so like I haven't been like really have anything to post, and I'm like, I have nothing to post, like what do I do? Like it's just like I feel like when you have like a following, you feel like you like need to post like kind of often, like stay consistent. And then I'm like, okay, we're in a global pandemic, like I can kind of just like relax, like take a break, like it's not that serious, like you don't need to post.
Yeah, you got to remember to be nice to yourself. Like, we're in a global pandemic, like
take
relax.
time and just like
what this has kind of like shown us a little bit is like it's okay to take some time for yourself. Like it's okay to, you know, we're literally in a global pandemic, like you guys said. Like there's no need to stress about, you know, even school as much, but like this is kind of a little bit of a break, and it's kind of like it's kind of good to be able to just kind of sit and, you know, and also, so we've talked about the good, we've talked about the bad. Let's talk about the weird.
Oh God.
Literally, I've only seen, and I haven't seen the worst ones, but Noelle has sent me some of her DMs that she's gotten, and like, just we'll show them in a little bit, but I want to talk about it a little bit first. How weird, how like disrespectful and weird and just terrible, like some of these people would say, and like I didn't even see the bad ones, like because obviously I don't want to show them on here, but just some of the stuff people like, what do they even think is gonna happen? Like honestly.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton of creeps. So you also got to watch out for that, because it's actually scary if you think about it.
Sometimes I will randomly, like, in the middle of the night, like, I'll be like, oh my God, like, what if they find me? Like, what if they find, like, my family? Like, it's crazy because, like, people are weird out there. You never know. Like, you have to be safe. Like, make sure your locations are, like, off, like, snap maps off, like, all of that. Like, never really post until after you leave places. But I only sent you like some PG ones. Like I wish you could understand like how actually weird and creepy mostly men have been online.
I have a more innocent one, like one that's like funny kind of, that's like definitely weird, but it's like more funnier. This one guy, I don't know him, never like met him, anything, but he has this account and he edits my pictures to make me look like a skyscraper.
That's
and
what
then
I was telling you about that.
Like he'll edit all my pictures and make me look like I'm like towering over someone, or like
those are like low-key my favorite
it's like
ones.
they're kind of funny because I'm like, okay, it's like creepy, but it's more like it's like making me laugh, whereas some are just like creepy and scary.
Right. Noelle kind of has a story. You guys both, I think you were both involved in the story, but Noelle just told me it. Would you just like to tell him what it was?
Yeah. Okay. So like a few people would like come to my parents, and they were like, why do I keep seeing Noelle on Facebook as an advertisement? And they were like, what are you talking about? And kind of just like disregarded it. Like no one really paid attention to it. We're like, oh, I have no idea. And then like my boss at the time was like, yo, like I saw you on Facebook as an ad, like more people. And I was like, what is this? And then
I should
try to find it. So finally, like my cousin sent my mom a link, and there's this picture of me and Olivia, and they edited me to make me so tall, and then Olivia's like so tiny next to me, and then it's an advertisement for like tall people in like tall clothing, like she's so tall, and like she still makes her outfits look good. I'm like, I'm not even tall, but like
let me just show you guys.
it's just crazy how it's on like a real website.
It was a picture that we posted on Facebook like years ago.
It's on sportsretriever.com.
And
like,
it was years ago when we were going to a Darien Lake concert, I think.
How tall are you guys?
Last one. I'm 5'5", and Olivia's like 5'3". It's like
short.
See, on the YouTube video, she says 5'2.5", and the half is very important.
Yeah, I've grown.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. My license picture does say 5'2.5". I haven't measured myself in a while, but yeah, that sounds about right. I've been saying 5'3" lately. Oh my god, I found the link of this. It's
on there somewhere. Yeah, I feel like I'm still growing too. Like I still get growing pains. I'm gonna be taller.
You think you're still? I'm definitely not still growing. I've been the same height since I've been.
I feel like I'm like the average height.
Yeah, 5'5". That's pretty good. 5'3" even.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not super. I mean, it's short, but it's not like, you know.
I think that's pretty average too. Honestly. Like if I don't know.
Branson, how tall are you?
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Show them the picture and then
Branson, how tall are you?
This is the picture.
5'7".
Can you see it?
Oh,
Wait, I don't think you can see it.
I can see it a little. Like oh, there we go. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. I think.
And then there's like a whole like article.
A whole little thing about it. It's like, girls, where do you shop for clothes when you're over 6 feet?
When you're well over 6 feet.
Like who's well over 6 feet? Not us. Not her.
That's funny. That's like, see, but like stuff like that, you don't even like who thinks of that? Like why can't?
And that picture was on my mom's Facebook.
Like why can't? Yeah,
like
on her mom's Facebook to find that picture. And what makes you think like, oh, I'm gonna make that girl really tall?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I was like just flattered, but what?
Like I'm gonna make her like so tall, and I'm gonna just leave her short, and then just talk.
Why didn't they make me tall too? Like
I don't know. They wanted to really like show the size difference, I guess.
The size.
Yeah.
So I did kind of talk about it, but I just want to show some of these DMs, and we're gonna call it "Expose the Bros."
Love that.
A little wordplay there, some rhyme scheme, bars again with these.
Look at you! I think you just freestyle.
See, I was not. That threw me off from the jump. You were like, "Oh, you remember you used to rap?" I was like, "Ooh." Checking that. How do I start? Okay, here we go. What? Why is this happening? Wait, can you guys? Okay. All right, here we go. Can you guys see it?
Nope.
Really? Oh, how about now?
Oh. Yep.
All right.
This is not my current boyfriend, by the way. This is
thought
old.
Maybe we could be friends.
This is years old.
Yeah, he and I are like brothers. So
But he's still trying to slide, even though they're like brothers.
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
I hope he doesn't see this.
He might.
I was gonna say, like, okay.
He's definitely gonna see it.
What? Saying that? Like, what's the point? I just don't get.
Then,
like, can we be friends?
And then I didn't write back, obviously. And then they're like, in all caps, "So this is how this relationship is gonna go?" And I was like, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Boys just don't care.
They really don't. It's crazy.
Like, how, if he's your best friend, why are you DMing her on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm your boyfriend's best friend. I thought maybe we could friends. Yeah, and like I'm sure the boyfriend didn't know that he was doing that. Yep.
I know.
He and I are like brothers.
I love that smiley face, like the blushy emoji. Noelle said, "Ha, really?" Yeah, he and I are like brothers. So
like,
can we be friends?
Is that the best you came up with?
Like what? Yeah.
So desperate. All right.
Good one.
That's just
we should like rate them. We should rate like which.
All right, what are we?
How good of them? Out of 10.
Okay. Right. What do you got out of 10?
8 out of 10. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. That sounds.
What do you have out of 10? I don't know. What did you say?
What?
What did you say? Like it kind of cut in and out.
I was just saying rate them.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
wait.
I thought he said 8.
This one's kind of funny.
I would give it an 8 out of
Same.
10.
I would give it an 8.
2. You gotta stick to the. What is this? The bro code at least. Oh my.
Yeah, that's like a 4. That's a 4.
That's like
I'm reading
That's just screwed up.
how funny it is.
Yeah, I'm just reading the funniness.
Or how, yeah.
It is a bit messed up.
that. It's like kind of.
Alright, on to
At least you responded, so we gotta give him some props for that.
Yeah, I'll bump him up to a 6.
Okay, I'm staying with it. I'll stay.
I'm not reading his game. I'm reading how funny and how awful it is.
Yeah, that was
So we're like,
terrible.
Hey, we gotta establish this. So what's 1? One is.
one is like how like that's like whatever. Like he slid in the DMs, he shot his shot. It could have worked, it could have not worked. 10 is like, okay, dude, like what are you thinking? Like that is just that is horrendous. That's
like
a
why would
heinous
you do
crime.
Okay.
That is not okay.
Okay, so now I'm changing it to an 8. I'm right with you guys. Like that's fun.
Alright,
Like
alright.
that's just bad. Don't do that.
that? Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
not
don't
to
do that.
Oh, we established it now. Okay, we're on to the next one.
I'll come to the
It's
track.
creepy because I was at the track too.
Yeah.
Weird.
Do you want me to bring you something to eat
I was tempted.
and a drink? I will pay for it. Do you want pizza? Do you? So do you? Do you want to talk? So do you? Do you want to?
Gotta love the consistency.
See, like I just think about this. Like, just take a hint, my guy. Like honestly, take a hint.
And like, if she's at the track, why would she want something to eat?
Like,
What?
why would I want?
Like if she's working out,
Why would you
and
want?
then oh yeah, let's go hang out while she's sweaty and running. Like
All right, let's go get some pop. Let's go get some pizza, and let's go
Yeah.
smile. That's a great. Day.
want some
date.
pizza.
Yeah. Like, how did you know I was at the track?
And
first
yeah,
of
that's
all?
weird too.
Second of all, like, I think after like the first 4, I wouldn't write again.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know how guys' minds work, but
Well, obviously this one does not have the same mind as you.
Yeah, this guy's a little bit of a dummy.
Yeah.
He's a big dummy.
So what do you guys rate it? Oh, we didn't even get Branson on the last one. Whoops.
Yeah, I said 6.
Okay, yeah. 1 to 10. What do you got?
I'm gonna rate this one more of like
I'd say like a 4.
I'm gonna
5.
say 4 because it's like okay, he's being creepy, but like you're not even responding. Like it's just like weird.
Yeah. I'll probably
Yeah, I like 4. 4 is a good number.
I'd probably give it like I think a 7. Like I don't know. It's just like the fact that it's just creepy and like he just doesn't stop and
Yeah, like
his grammar's off.
he said, "Do you?" So do you?
Yeah. So do you? Do you want some pizza?
It's like, no.
All right. Next one. Here we go.
I want to get to mine.
Those are my
these- Gotta
favorite
love
ones.
these ones.
How
Love
many
these.
of these do you get? Like how many? Like both of you? You probably get like tons of these.
Fun. Like I could
Yes.
go on right now and there's 12 like sitting there. Like
Yeah. So like surprisingly, I actually like have gotten a lot of random Venmos, which is amazing.
but at the same time it's like you in
It's
your
like-
pictures you have a wife and kids. Why
Yes, that's the
do you
worst
want to give
part.
me money?
Yeah.
I'm like, go like buy
Go
your
pay
children a toy.
pay your child support. Go
Like just be there for them. Like
It's
I'm
like,
fine over
buy
here.
them a toy.
And buy them a toy.
Support. Child support.
So it's kind of wild.
This one, I don't know. This one I'm just gonna give like
These ones are like more
A
average
3.
because like this happens very often. Just like
Yeah.
simple like
Just so
"Ooh, I'm
like classic.
yeah.
so unoriginal too. Like it's just like whatever.
very-
What's your Venmo? Like I'll give you money, but like yeah, Apple Pay, great. So what did you say? 3,
3.
Ew.
2. What do you got, Brance?
Yeah, I'm going with 2.
Wait, 2 is like good, right? Like
Yeah,
It's
I know.
not like good, but it's not.
It's
It's
more
just
like-
like whatever. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
like eh.
Yeah.
Cool.
2. We'll go 2.
expected.
All right. One of these is actually like my favorite, and like I love it, but it's not this one. But we're gonna get there. Oh my gosh, this one is so funny.
All right, good talk.
That is a bad word, so I crossed it off.
Okay, that's fine.
Any disrespect this decision? I was not aware. He wouldn't have to now.
Like it's funny
Yeah.
how at first he was like, "Oh, I didn't know. Like I did not mean any disrespect. I'm sorry." And then I was like, "Okay, like it's fine. You didn't
Yeah.
know." But then he was like, "He wouldn't have to know though." And I'm like, "Wait, you just said like
Like no disrespect, and then he just goes, "Yo, this is banging." LOL. Like woo.
It's just like events. Like he's like seems like all innocent and nice. Like, oh my gosh, you have a boyfriend. Like I'll leave you alone. And then he goes to, oh, but he doesn't have to know. Like it's like we could keep it.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, what do you
these
think
are
this
the
is?
actually like the psychopaths you have to watch out for
Yeah.
because they'll be like the guys who are like, hey, like you're just super cute. Like I just thought I would say what's up, and then you're like, oh hi, sorry, I have a boyfriend, and they're like, ew, like you're disgusting.
How could
Anyways,
you
like
even
I
get
didn't
a
want you.
boyfriend?
Yeah, like you've got a boyfriend. Like that's just crazy. Like
You're
and then
ugly anyways. I'm like,
yeah, like you're ugly. Like
okay.
no boy's ever gonna love you, and then you're like, oh my god, and then you don't respond. They're like, anyways, I'm sorry. Like I just want to be friends. Like and like they just switch up, and you're just like,
And I'm like, you need help.
the only thing that they're looking for is some sort of response. That's literally it. Like they don't care what it takes. They don't care who they have to get through, who they have
that
to
is true.
They just want something. They just want you to say something to them. Like they will insult you, so then you will defend yourself, and they can say, "Oh my gosh, I got a DM back from whoever."
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, what do you got?
I'm giving that one an 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one like 7.5.
Okay. 7.5.
I was going with 7.
7. Yeah, I'll stick with a 7.
Fair.
That sounds pretty good. All right, on to the next.
Fair. We're not talking.
I love that one.
Okay, just a heads up or advice for some guys. I don't know. Sorry if you guys do this, but just like stop if you do.
I don't want to come at you guys if you do.
Do
this. I know what
not.
you're gonna say.
Do not, under any circumstance, slide in a girl's DM and be like, "Sup, loser?
Sup, loser.
Hey, stranger. What's up, loser?
Yeah.
Hi, loser.
Yeah.
Hey, stranger." Like, that's just not a good like game. Like, I'm sorry if you guys do that, but please don't.
That used to be my everyday good morning text.
Sup, loser? Good morning, loser.
I was
Like,
no.
he's like, I wake up sad.
They'll be like,
You just,
hey, stranger.
like, I saw you yesterday.
Like, just don't. Like, save
Oh,
it.
gosh. I don't see. This one's funny, but like it's obvious. Like it's like I would give this
Yeah.
one. Like,
This one's
It's funny. It's just
It's just
bad
like-
game.
yeah.
innocently like funny but
Yeah.
bad.
Like it's not like so like bad like that it's outrageously funny or like whatever. But I'll give it like 3 or 4, something like that.
That's
Yeah,
it's not creepy.
same.
It's just like
It's just like funny kind of. It's
just-
just like what?
yeah.
Like that's what you were gonna.
that's
like,
how you slide in. Like that was
loser.
your
Why am I a
chance.
loser?
That was
For not
it.
talking to me?
For not- honestly, I like that confidence for not talking to me. I'm gonna give this a 4.
I think the colon frowny face looking thing is like what makes the whole thing.
I was like, why?
Why am I a loser?
France, what do you got?
4 is a good number. I was going to go with 4.
Second. Oh, can I draw on this? Oh, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh.
Here we go. This one is bad, but it's funny.
This
That's
is
fascinating.
what we were pretty much
Where you
talking
can-
about. Where
is this
guys
who I
get
think it
mad.
is?
I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
know who this is.
Have fun
Hey, if you
promoting
cannot-
candles and growing old.
Being
Oh
broke
my
by
God.
35. I was like, what?
Wait, this is my favorite. You're probably actually 35 and broke. He sends him what?
He sent his watch. Like, bro. First of all, I know that's a Google image.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Like, it's probably not. It's probably his watch. But either way, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, he
Congrats.
tried being like, "You're the next big thing." Like, and then I didn't reply. And then he was
He's
like,
like half of promoting candles,
You're-
being
you're
old and
broke.
broke.
I was like, I'm literally still in school. I'm 21. I'm fine.
Yeah, we're chilling, honestly. Like, okay, get your Rolex and your, whatever, and get out of here. Like, get out of my DMs, you freaking.
I like this one.
I like
I'm
that
gonna
one
give this
too.
one a 9.
Same. 9.
What do you got, Brance?
8.
I'll stick around that area too. 8 or 9. All right, next. This one's like one of the other ones. It's just like a very kind of innocent and like, but still.
Thanks, babe. And look, the only reason I'm doing this is because I think you're beautiful. Plus, you seem like a sweet man. Let you know when I said it. Did he ever send you money?
I don't remember who this is, but
Yeah.
I have no
Probably not. A lot of them will be like, "What's your Venmo?" Like they're just looking for the response. So then you
Response.
give them your Venmo, and then they just like don't send it. And I'm like,
Thanks.
"Bye."
Welcome. It's like you're giving them money by using your by replying.
Yeah, or they're just so persistent about sending you money. Like they're like, "Please, can I send you money? Please, please, please." And you're like, "Yeah," and then you give them your Venmo, and then they just don't. And I'm like,
this. Yeah, never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it. But yeah, basically,
"I don't know. This one I'm
I
gonna
got
give
like
like
a
a 2."
Yeah. It's just like a meh.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're getting I don't know what number this is, but we're getting up there. Yeah, this is my favorite, absolute favorite one. Oh,
How am I supposed to trust you when playing?
Like I didn't even
I've
write
totally
back at
played
all,
that.
and I'm like, okay,
That's
that's like
what
what guys do.
Your
Like,
dad is probably so sexy.
isn't that the creepiest thing you've ever seen? Like,
If I sended him money,
If
would
I
he
sended him
accept it? This one is a 10 out of 10. Amazing. I love this one.
I had to blur the whatever it is out because it is just, oh my god.
That's just
yeah, that was just a
raunchy.
disgusting message.
That's
one
raunchy.
blocked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is
This is my favorite.
gross. I was like, my poor father.
Your dad is
he
so sexy.
He has a wife,
How
children,
flattering.
very happy in life, and this guy is trying to flirt with like.
Oh,
First, he was trying to flirt with me, I thought, and then he was like, "Yo, your dad, though," and I was like,
Yo, your dad
I was
though.
like,
He's just using Noelle to get to Lenny.
my original plan for this video was gonna be like try to come up with fake DMs and real DMs, and then Branson would have to try to guess like which one's the real one and which one's the fake one. And so I was gonna say like your dad is so sexy or your mom is so sexy, because like I feel like Branson would have like guessed the mom, but like obviously
He's
Yeah.
like, no, the dad.
because we've gotten like messages about like, "Oh, your mom's hot," like it's just like typical like guy stuff. But like I've never had one where like, someone's like, "Your dad."
This is definitely something new.
Yeah.
I like it. 10 out of 10.
yeah.
Same.
Amazing.
I think it's the next one, but I'm not sure. Whatever the last one is my absolute favorite. It's not like it was good, it was just funny. Yep, this is it.
The classic. Hey, would you fill out the survey?
I have one of those sitting in my DMs right now too, the top one. It was probably the same person because guys love doing that. They'll be like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "No," and then they're like, "Oh, what about her? Is she single?" Like they just like will interchange us. They don't care which one it is. They're like, "Is she?" No. Okay, well, what about her?
you? I'm like, we're two different people.
This
like,
guy literally slid in my DMs the other day, telling me how he's in love with Noelle and how he needs me to put in a good word for her. And I was like, "Oh, like that's super sweet," and I know the guy, I know him, and I'm like, "That's super sweet, but she has a boyfriend and she's really happy, whatever." And so he had the audacity to be like, "Well, what about like, how are you? Like, do you have a boyfriend? Like, what about you? Like, I would take you out." And I'm like, one, coronavirus, we're not going anywhere. But two, ouch, like I'm just the second option. and then I didn't answer, and he goes, "Oh, I get it." And I'm like, you just try to get me to set you up with Noelle.
Now you're coming like I'm not.
Yeah.
people
like,
think
what?
we're like interchangeable, like the same person. I'm like, we're two different people.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a one or the other.
One or the other, yeah. They don't care which one.
Yeah. So that was fun. I don't know. And those guys, like, if you're watching this, like, that is like the good of the good. Like, it doesn't get like that's nothing. Like, that's literally nothing.
Those were like my innocent ones. I was like, okay, like I'm gonna keep it like fun, like PG. Yeah, my real ones, like not real ones, my like other like actual like real creepy ones are like.
I'm sure both of you obviously get a ton of those. How many do you? Obviously, you wouldn't know, but you probably get like X amount of DMs a day or like a week. Like you probably get like quite a bit of DMs like a week or something like that.
Yeah. I have mine like set so like if people I follow back, like they'll like pop up and I'll see, but like the other ones just like go to like my like requested or like the general section. So like I don't really check those that often because like I'm kind of just overseeing the creepy men. But like
one thing though is like it's so annoying because if I'm like talking to a guy or actually like a guy and he's like, but you get like so many DMs, like everyone, like you get so much attention. I'm like, no, look at them. Like they're all creepy old men. Like I'm not like getting like,
yeah,
it's not, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, it like scares guys that I actually do like away. But I'm like, okay, but these guys are creepy. Like I'm not answering. I'm not even opening them. Like,
yeah. So we kind of already talked about the Call Her Daddy thing. But with social media, like we just kind of talked about that a little bit. Now I kind of wanted to do like a little bit of a U-turn and get away from social media a little bit. We're gonna do our story time. Most people like this, and they think it's good. I haven't even thought of mine yet, so hopefully I'll listen to you guys and we'll come up with one. But you guys played sports, right? Both of you. What sports did you guys play?
I played basketball, soccer, and softball.
I played basketball, softball, and then I ran cross country, and I played volleyball just for my senior
Oh,
year.
we dabbled in cheerleading.
When we were little. That's funny. But no.
Video, but I decided not to, of Noelle. And we used to go to her basketball games when she was a senior. And during one of the timeouts, it was a close game. It was like a close game. Like, it was really tight. I think it might have ended up winning it in overtime. But it was super close, and I looked over there, and Noelle was dancing to the music in the timeout. She was doing this, and she, like, hit the phone.
Gotta have fun with it.
It's probably why my coach didn't like me.
Oh, gosh, I don't even want to go there. We're fine. We can just not go there. But so, do you have, like, a memorable moment or, like, a funny story, like, with sports that one of you could share?
We have.
Oh yeah, there's a ton, but just
wait. Before we start into like a high school sports, I just want to tell the story from when I was little, real quick.
Okay,
So, when I was little, my parents they just did not think I was gonna be athletic in any way, shape, or form.
no, we were like, maybe she should try Girl Scouts.
So when I was really little, they were just like, "There's no shot she'll play sports
No
when she's
hope.
older." I eventually did, but
She's
so
awesome.
my dad is outside with me, my sister, and one of my brothers, and he's trying to teach us how to play baseball and softball. And so he's like, "Okay, Chance," that's my brother. He's like, "Chance, you're up. Let's see your swing." So he takes the bat and he's swinging, and then he's like, "Great, Olivia, let's see yours." She swings the bat. My turn. He's like, "Let's see you swing, Noelle." I throw the bat, run over to the swing set, and I just start swinging on the.
And we were like,
you're like,
she has absolutely no hope.
I literally thought that's what he meant, and I was just swinging, having the time of my life, and you're like, okay, it's a wrap.
No, I actually have a funny one from high school.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay, this one it involves both of us.
All right.
So I'm on varsity softball and she's on JV softball because I'm 2 years older than her.
Right.
So at the time, and my brother's also on varsity baseball. So before games, we all the teams will be in that sports complex. We'll all be in there just before the game.
The baseball team, the softball team, the coaches,
softball,
we all just
everyone.
Yeah.
And so we're getting ready
to get
the
on
game.
the bus.
But my dad, she's going on the bus. I have a home game.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, the night before, or I don't know, recently bought a bat, a new bat for us, but was like, you guys have to share it. One of you, because he was like, you guys don't have games on the same day. You guys can share it. So we're like, whatever. But we both wanted to use the bat that day.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Noelle get in a full-on brawl in front of all the sports teams. There's
all the coaches,
60 people,
a
60
fight.
people, a fist fight. We're pulling each other's hair. We are hitting each other with the bat.
The coaches didn't know what to do. They're like,
they were screaming at us. People are recording.
The baseball team is yelling "World Star."
They're like, "World Star." Everyone has their phones. They're like, ah. Me and Noelle are crying, hair chunk of hair. I have a chunk of her hair in my hand. We're stomping on each other with the cleats.
My brother walks over. He's like, "Oh my god!" He walks over. So we're like, "Okay, Chance is gonna break up."
Yeah, the coaches asked my brother to break it up.
They didn't know what to do.
They didn't know. They're like, "Okay, this is normal."
And so my brother walks over. We thought he's gonna break it up. He walks over. He was like, "No hair pulling," and then walked away. And we were like, "What?"
Yeah, and just walks away. And so we both just leave crying, probably. Everyone's laughing at us. The video gets sent around.
Coach is not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Dad's not happy.
No, I think I ended up with the bat
because I ended up being the bigger person.
Right, always, right? The older sibling.
But yeah, Dad's simply not happy. Coach not happy.
It was a fun day.
Yeah.
Let's hear yours.
Branson, you.
All right, mine don't beat that. Not even close, but it's fine. So Tyler and I were probably 8 or 9 years old. This is from when we were younger. Yeah. And so we were probably the best water. What?
Nothing. Sports stories are good. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we were the best water boys in Western New York. Not even close. I couldn't film, but it was all right. Whatever. So we were at basketball practice. We were playing pig, and we're on one side, and then they're all playing on the other side. And they screw up, and Tyler's dad absolutely boots the ball into the ceiling. And me and Tyler thought it was a game. We start chasing the ball, and we're laughing, we're pushing each other trying to get the ball, and his dad's just shaking his head at us. He was so mad. It was amazing.
That's funny.
That's a
I
good.
love how you guys still kept trying to get it.
Yeah, I know. I don't even remember that, but that's cool. I do remember him kicking the ball into the ceiling one time, but yeah, I don't know. Now
He's not happy.
I guess not. I have one. I guess I can probably tell. Uh, so when I was playing basketball, I think it was my sophomore year, maybe, or freshman year. We were playing against Silver Creek, I'm pretty sure, and I was just playing. I don't usually talk crap unless like somebody talks to me. I don't really do it at all. And this kid,
Don't lie, Tyler.
I don't. What do you mean? I
Come
don't.
on.
I do not talk. That is not. I don't. Branson, you know that I don't. I only talk.
What about Southwestern this year?
They start talking to me. What do you want?
All right. That's fair.
He lets
They're
his
gonna
talent talk
chirp.
for
You
him.
got it. Yeah.
Wait, Branson, let me get to my story.
All right. Sorry.
And so I was just like, whatever, like, leave me alone. Like, this kid kept bothering me. He was like supposed to be like face guarding me or whatever, and not letting me touch the ball. And he literally would not stop touching me. Like, he was pulling my shorts down, and like I was just standing there like I was just doing nothing. And he was like, I was just trying to get away from him. And then his other friend, they were shooting a free throw, and I was standing back at half court, just standing there. And he comes and walks over and puts his head in my chest. Like, I'm just standing there, and he just puts his head in my chest. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And I tried to back away from him. And then his friend is back here standing, like, right behind me, like, literally like this, like, right behind me. And so I'm like, what is going on right now? I have no idea. And then I was running through the lane one time, and this guy turns around and literally pulls my shorts down. So, like, I'm running. My shorts are, like, down by my thighs.
Is that allowed?
You gotta give the fans a show, you know.
It was embarrassing, but like it was funny because I don't know, it was bad. But I had a good game that game. I think I scored.
Ooh. Sometimes that's
You
all
have a
you
good game
need.
every game.
Speaking of that, when I was in middle school, it was like modified basketball. So my game just ended, and for some reason, so like I changed, put my sweatpants on. Like I thought that I had like kept my basketball shorts on underneath because like the game just ended, and I thought that I'd put my sweats on over my basketball shorts. So I was about to leave, and then my team's like, oh no, we need a team picture. So I was like, okay, cool. I like pull my sweats down thinking that like I had my shorts on underneath. I simply just didn't, just pants myself. And I was like, I thought my shorts were on. Sorry, everyone. Like, I'm sorry all of your families just saw me. Like, I literally just pants myself.
Gosh, I've been pants like twice, I think, in my life. One time was at a dance. It was at a neon dance, and we were just like, it wasn't anything like that.
Danced at the dance.
Yeah, bars. And I was just standing there. I was talking to some girls like that were sitting there, and it wasn't a dance. It was like a basketball, like neon light, black light kind of thing. And I was
there's like volleyball too. There's different sports.
And I was just talking to these girls, you know, working my magic, whatever. And and my friend runs up behind me and just boom, gone. I was standing my ankles, like those are all staring at me. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? It's me, 9th grade, you know, do whatever, like young 8th grade. I pull him up and just chase after him and just leave him there. And they're all laughing at me. Oh my gosh. It was
That's funny.
That's amazing.
And, yeah. Something that I kind of want to talk about, and this is weird, but I had such a weird dream last night. Like, what is the deal with dreams? Like, I don't understand.
It's crazy that you brought this up.
We just had the longest talk last night about dreams because I've been having crazy dreams. She's been having.
You have to tell them about your dream.
Okay,
This
mine.
is weird.
You guys are probably not gonna believe me. I'm probably gonna sound crazy.
Okay, no, never.
But okay. In my dream, like 2 nights ago, this is life changing.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my future children.
Like, it was weird.
Like, they came to me. And we're like, I swear. They were like,
before you tell them about your dream, like a few months ago, we went to a psychic. This was probably like maybe 3 months ago. And the psychic told her, she was like, yeah, like you have like your kids like floating around you all the time, like, but when you're ready for them when you're older, they're waiting for you.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, you have like 2 kids and they're like waiting for you like whenever you're ready, but like not anytime soon. And the thing is, my dreams always have like I could have a dream about someone and the next day I'll wake up to a text from them.
they'll like reach
And it'll
out.
be someone completely random. Like I'll like dream about someone. Next day I see them at the grocery store and I'm like, what is going on? So my dream a few nights ago. So I like have always had that. Like I think I'm like kind of psychic, not gonna lie. And so I get this dream and it's like 2 kids. Like I look down at this little girl. Like I'm with all my friends at this like event, and then this little girl like just comes up and hugs me, and I'm like, who is? And she's like, and I just know that she's my daughter or something. And then I just like I just like hug her back or whatever. And then a little boy comes up to me and he's probably like 6 and he was so cute, brown eyes, blonde hair.
Right.
Looked like he actually could be my son. And he came up to me and he was talking to me and he was like, Olivia, or he was like, Mom, I know you're not ready for me and I know you have a ton of things to do. You're going to have fun and explore. He's 6 and he sounds so smart, but like I understand him somehow. And he was like, you have a ton of things to do and you have to live your life and explore and travel and do all these things that you want to do. But just know that we can't wait to meet you in a few years, some years. And I was like,
And
what?
then,
And then they told me, he was like, he looked me dead in the eyes and he was like, just promise, or he was like, please just make good decisions for us. So when you are ready for us, we'll be all set or something. And I was like,
Dude, like I don't understand. Like where do you go? Like what happens? Like I literally like I feel like I had like lucid dreams, which are like super vivid and like you can control them. But like I feel like in my dream, like I don't know it's a dream. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Dreaming, like you obviously don't know that you're dreaming. And like
yeah.
and the last night actually I had a dream. I had no idea like what happened, but well I know what happened, but I like don't know how it and basically whatever. And it was Jimmy Fallon and some other guy. I don't remember who it was. It was some famous actor, maybe like Bill Murray or something. But we're in a hot tub. Like, but it was like my bathroom. Like we were in my bathroom in a hot tub. And then I got like, you know that show Cold as Balls that Kevin Hart does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It was
funny.
that, but it was like hot as like it was Jimmy Fallon.
Like something like the opposite of it.
It was weird. And he was talking to this famous guy, and I get there, and he's like, get in. And I was like, what are you talking about? And like, so I go to get in, but the hot tub's like cold. And I was like, dude, it was just so weird. Like, and I was in psychology and stuff, and they talk about how like dreams have meanings and stuff like that. And like, you know, like what's like the meaning of dreams? Like, I just don't, it's crazy. Dreams are just whack.
I had like a dream like a few weeks ago where there was like a beehive like in my closet, like in my room. And then I go to school because it was like my room at school. And so I drove to school because I needed to like finish packing up some stuff to bring. And there's a dead bee laying in my bed. Like I haven't been there in like months. And there's like a dead bee laying in my bed. So I was like, okay, because I always think like my dreams are like signs. So like I look up, I'm like, what do dreams about bees mean? And it was just like about like happiness and like good changes coming. So it was like crazy. And then like for the past few days, this huge bumblebee, it's like literally like this big,
every
the
day.
same one. It's just been like chilling around me and Olivia, like it'll follow us.
Like it's
so
the
crazy.
same bee. You can tell it's the same bee because it's just
how
like
big
it's
he is.
and he's huge and he just follows us around. And I'm like, is that an angel?
Basically, it must be. So we can just finish it up. I wanted to finish it up by playing a little bit of like Would You Rather. And I think that, you know, maybe it's a little middle schoolish, but I think that there's a lot of good Would You Rathers out there and they're funny. So yeah, we can play that. And Branson's got to go pretty soon, unfortunately. So but here we go. The first question, we can ask you guys and then see what you guys say, and then we'll go to Branson, then I'll answer. Would you rather meet your favorite fictional character or your favorite musician?
Favorite musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite musician.
Mine is The Weeknd, and I would love to meet him.
What about you, Branson?
Favorite fictional character? Imagine meeting like SpongeBob.
I
Oh,
know
that would be cool.
That would
That'd
be
be
fun,
wild.
actually.
I was
Really
thinking,
That would be
but the only
flex.
when I thought about it, I was like, okay, I can't really pick like one fictional character, but I can definitely pick like a musician. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could pick
True.
who I wanted to hang out with and whatever. All right, next one. Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a well-known villain?
I know Noelle does everything for the clout. No, I'm just kidding. I definitely want to be the superhero.
Yeah.
Well, because the well-known villain, I feel like everyone just
I
wouldn't
don't know,
like
but
him.
like you
Like
know,
the
like
Joker.
you know, like Shigo, is that her name? What's her name in Kim Possible?
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
dope. Like,
No, that's not Kim Possible. It's
yes, it is.
I don't know. I
no,
know.
it's Danny
That
Phantom.
show is good. Kim Possible used to be my stuff back in the
Is
day.
it? Oh.
I was thinking like even like Jordan Belfort in like The Wolf of Wall Street. Like a lot of people saw him as a villain, but like he also had like a lot of money and like
And he has fans. Like people are low-key rooting for him.
exactly.
Like,
Like that's kind of what the Joker is even. Like you know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
I love the Joker.
yeah. Like you just love to hate him.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. You, Branson, what do you got?
Most well-known villain. You ever watch 8 Mile in the rap battle? He's like, the bad guy don't die in this movie. Favorite line of all time.
Yeah.
The bad guy never dies.
Yeah.
Facts.
He just gets he gets blown up and like just disintegrated, but somehow he lives.
Yeah.
Every time.
All right, this one's a little bit this one's weird, but would you rather marry somebody that you don't love or someone that doesn't love you?
Ooh.
Dang, Tyler, that's deep.
This is deep. Probably.
Make you think
I would
That
not
is
want
a
to do
hard
either.
one.
That's a good one.
Well, like, could they, if you don't love them, could they still, like, have anything to offer? Like, maybe you have kids with them that you love, or, like, they have, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, they're rich or something. I don't know.
Little sugar daddy action?
the thing
Yeah, like some sugar daddy type.
That's fair.
thinking about is like I love like I don't know, like who's like a famous person. Like I love like a girl like Selena Gomez or like, you know, I can't remember her name, the one that I'm really thinking of, but I just threw out Selena Gomez. But like you love them, but they obviously don't love you back. But like, would you marry Selena Gomez or like would you marry like somebody?
If, like, she didn't want you.
I
but
feel
you
like I would rather not marry someone who doesn't love me, because then like you just have to feel like you aren't good enough.
or you're, like, in
constantly.
competition with someone he might actually love.
Like,
Or, like, yeah. I feel like I would have to go with the person who I don't love,
Yeah,
I guess.
that
I
makes
would rather marry someone who loves me.
Yeah, like, I don't love them, but they love me.
Yeah.
Because then at least you'll still get treated right.
Yeah.
like you don't have to like love them. You could have like a relationship or like be like friends with them or whatever. And like,
Yeah, like,
Because
yeah.
I feel like even if I didn't love them back, like I would still be a decent human being to them
Yeah.
and still be good to them, you know.
exactly.
That's a good one.
Okay. Would you rather travel the world, but on a really small budget, or a really small budget, or would you rather stay in one country for a year, living in luxury?
Ooh.
I would just stay in the United States,
Stay
and
and
like
be
there's so many
living
places
in
to see
luxury.
here.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
I don't know. I like to. I think it'd be so fun to travel the world though. Like I feel like some of the best memories, like some of the best things that you see, aren't like living in luxury, like around the world. You know what I mean?
That is true.
One of my best friends, Joey, he's a photographer, and he like goes to like all these like crazy like exotic places, and he says like it's like so cheap to like stay there, like eat there, like travel there.
Yeah.
So like you really can like have the time of your life on a small budget.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. I think one of my biggest goals is to travel the world, like no matter how I can do it.
One day.
Mhm.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to control animals but not humans with your mind, or control electronics with your mind?
Animals
Yeah.
Yeah, animals. Facts.
would be.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like
I would
animals at
make my
first,
dog
like,
cuddle with me.
yeah, because our dogs do not cuddle. Also, like, I feel like at first animals like never liked me,
Mhm.
and then they just end up loving me.
And I feel like
same with people.
I would be so protected. Like I wouldn't have to like walk around like scared all the time that someone's just gonna kidnap me, because I could just like
bring your dog.
I could have like my animal and just like have them like attack them like no matter what. Like if they're gonna like try to kidnap
Like,
me,
yeah, you can use
like,
them as
I
a
would just be
weapon.
protected.
Like you could bring it, like you could have like a pet lion.
like a little tiger.
Aw.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't like attack you. Like you could just walk to the woods and be like, nothing's gonna touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Hold on, I gotta find it. All right. Would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
What?
Could you still like? Oh no, definitely without elbows because then I can do like this dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, without elbows.
Probably same.
To do that, you
Easy question.
wouldn't be able to do that though. If you didn't have elbows, your arms would be straight like this the whole time.
But then but maybe they're not. No, maybe they're not straight. Maybe they're like rubber.
Like maybe your whole.
You didn't specify. Like maybe they're like noodles, like noodles.
No, you have bones, but you just don't have elbows. It's like you. Would
She
you,
was stubborn.
I would still do the
I'd
elbows
still do the
because I would
elbows.
want to be able to walk.
Because
normal.
and like sit, like you can't sit. Like we're sitting crisscross applesauce right now. Like
yeah,
you
knees
couldn't do
are,
that.
Like, bending.
Actually,
them.
you're sitting like with your legs straight out. It'd be easy for her to have no knees.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably go with no elbows too. Just having your arms straight forever. That.
Just like
You wouldn't be
Frankenstein.
able to shoot a basketball.
Yeah, but
Beef.
I'd rather be able to walk than to be able to shoot a basketball.
What is it? Balance, eyes,
Beef.
elbow.
Balance, eyes, elbows, finish.
Focus. I don't
Focus.
know.
Follow through.
Follow through.
Beef. Shout out Mr. Lewandowski. Beef.
Yo, no, Tyler.
What?
I'd rather not have knees now. Imagine someone just wheeling you around in a wheelchair all day. You play wheelchair basketball still?
True.
That'd be actually low-key fire.
Low key fire. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I'm thinking.
Yeah. So we're kind of to the end. I just want to do one more thing. Do you have any workout tips or like stuff to stay in shape during quarantine for the people out there?
yes.
Honestly, just stay consistent is what it comes down to, really. Like consistency. You just have to do it. Like we wake up sometimes and we're like, I do not feel like
Just
doing this.
force
Like,
yourself
just,
to do it.
You just have to, especially because then you'll look back and if you don't do it, like we kind of did this, so not gonna lie, but you will like look back and be like, if we would have just started a week ago, we would be, or like a month ago, or in the beginning of quarantine when we said we would be ready for summer and not feel like we don't want to be in a big
21 days to form a habit. So stick to it and then you will like stick with it.
just
like,
be consistent and just actually just do it.
yeah.
And
Shout
that's
out, Mike.
a lot of people don't realize is that like how much like you guys work like for yourself.
Yeah.
And like they don't understand that you do get up and go run or like you do like yesterday I was gonna call, I was FaceTiming Noelle to tell her something and she answered, but she was on the track running. Like she was.
Yeah.
And she,
We went twice yesterday.
Yeah, we did go twice.
Oh.
I always just feel my best when like I literally
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just get so unmotivated if I like stop working out for like a certain amount of time. So like if you just like stick with
It's
it, like
easier
I
to
feel
stick.
so much better. And like you in the moment sometimes you won't want to do it, but then later it'll be like I'm so glad I did that.
Mhm.
But some easy
Yeah.
like workouts you could do, like what me and Olivia have been doing is since the gyms aren't open, we go to the track, we like run 2 laps, and then we do like up and down the bleachers like 5 times, like a like up down like it's like a whole like loop like 5 times, and then we do like workouts like jump squats, mountain climbers, push-ups, like abs, and then we like continue to do that. We try to do it like 3 or 4 times depending on like how we're feeling.
Even if you only have like 10 minutes in the day, you can still do like a workout. You could do like a circuit of 30 seconds, 30
There's
seconds.
so
and
many
just keep doing-
workouts on YouTube. Just do like a 10-minute like
Yeah,
workout.
if you're just getting started, definitely just get on YouTube or go to my Instagram and do my workout.
Olivia posts her workouts on Instagram. Check them out.
But yeah, and it kind of goes with the question earlier about like body positive and stuff.
Right.
Even if you don't, you'll see results, but even if you don't right away, you will just feel better.
Like you'll
Like
feel
in
so
your
much
mind, you'll just feel like you're like accomplishing something.
Right.
You're just like feeling healthier, like happier. I feel like working out just makes you feel happier.
Mhm.
You guys need to have a Nerdy Hooper like 3-on-3 tournament and like
yeah, that would be
raise
so
money
cool.
for like charity or something.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. We definitely.
That would be fun. You guys should do that.
And you guys should get like merch, and that could be where you like sell them too. Like that would be a good idea to like kick things off.
Hey, merch. Hey, we were gonna get there. You spoiled it.
No, I didn't even know. Like I'm just saying.
We need a Nerdy Hooper hoodie.
Yeah, so we are in the works of getting some shirts made, long sleeve and short sleeve shirts. And I'll definitely get you guys some. So thank you guys for being on the show. Tell the people how many likes or how many views for me to drop a freestyle.
Let's say what's your average? Like what do you usually get?
Not much. So
like how many people usually view your thing? It doesn't matter. I had
like 600 on the first one, and then like 300 and then 200 right now.
That's a lot though.
Okay, we need like we need 600.
No, let's say like 1,000.
Okay, 1,000 views.
That's like because that's like a goal. Like
true, that is because you got 500.
Yeah, well, we're closer to like 600 now. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, 1,000 views, and you gotta drop a freestyle.
Okay, deal.
But in the freestyle, we need a shout out.
Both of you can be in it. You guys could have a little.
We just make a whole music video at that point.
You can have a little part in it.
Yeah.
I go right, Brant.
Yeah, I go.
All right, so
Okay. Thank you for having us on.
Thank you
This
for
was so
coming.
fun.
It was lit.
Hey,
Later.
thank you guys for coming. Obviously,
Bye.
the show. Noelle said she's got some big things coming up. I think both of you probably do, right?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
We can't like say what it is.
It's
yet.
it's kind of a secret, but
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Is that the same?
big things coming.
Back on the show for sure. Maybe like next month or something when you guys get all your stuff figured out.
Yeah, have us back and we can talk about it.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
And hopefully when we have our podcast, you can be on. We want to start a podcast.
We want to eventually start a podcast too. It'd be fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I like it. I mean, it's just talking and doing whatever. But yeah, that was good. We didn't really get into like college or anything like that, but we're fine. I really think that it was all good because we talked about some good stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Everyone, if you've made it this far, like and subscribe, obviously. Smash the like button as Miss
yeah. Comment.
below.
Like,
Pretty much it. So any last words for you guys?
no, basically
Stay
just,
true,
like,
stay you.
all right, there it is.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.